Hello everyone. So in Spanish class the other day we were using the future tense for practice, and I said my fish will lay eggs, which prompted a weird discussion in some Spanish, some English, mostly English because no one really knows how to speak Spanish. But someone brought up that I used to have a YouTube channel for my fish, so I thought I would try shooting a couple more YouTube videos. These are my new German blue rams. I bought them 6 days ago, last Sunday, from a breeder, a local breeder for, well, let's see, I traded him 10 of my baby bristlenose plecostomus, which you see one of them here, for 6 of his rams, and I also gave him $15 to make up the difference, as rams are a lot more expensive than plecostomus. In here I have the 6 rams along with the red and blue are the cardinal tetras. There are only 3 of those right now. There used to be 12, but in the wild they only live a year, so in captivity I think the max they can live is probably somewhere around 3 years. And I've had these about that long. I'm kind of surprised they're actually doing well. Most of the other ones wasted away and died a few months ago before they got into this tank. But the 3 that I moved into this tank are doing well, so that's good. I also have, coincidentally, 3 rummy nose tetras. It's kind of the same story with them. I had about 10 of them for a while until their, I don't know, brethren started dying off, but these 3 have survived. I want to get more, but right now I'm pretty focused on the rams, so that'll have to wait. There's also 2 Pristella tetras you can see right in the center there. Oh, and I didn't really describe the rummy nose tetras are the ones with the red heads and the checkered flag tails. The one with the black, white, and yellow dorsal fin is a Pristella tetra. Those 2 I've actually had for 6 years probably. If you look at my old YouTube videos of my 55-gallon tank, you'll see them in that tank. And I also had rummy nose and cardinal tetras in that tank, and also blue rams, but I think the Pristellas are the only fish that are the same ones from that video. I also have, of course, the 1 hatchet fish. They're called hatchet fish because they're shaped like the head of a hatchet. I always buy about 6 and end up with 1. I think the one that remains is the one that's the least jumpy. In the wild they jump a lot to catch their food, which is mainly bugs. Although I don't feed him any bugs now, he just eats flakes. But normally what'll happen is, like, all but 1 will disappear, and then I won't realize where they went until I go to dig something out of the bottom of my fish supplies and find a dried up body. I actually found one about a week ago that I think had probably been there for months, maybe even a year. I probably need to go through my fish stuff more often, which I'm trying to. Finally in here I have a Bolivian Ram, which is right there. He's a lot bigger than the German blue rams. He's quite a bit older. I want to get him a female, but the pet store only has males, at least as far as he can tell, and getting another male, it would just fight with him, so I don't really want to do that. And finally, I have 6 albino Corydoras catfish in here. They spawn very often, probably every 20 days or so. The more I feed them, the more they'll spawn. I haven't been able to raise up any eggs, though. I've tried to raise their babies a couple times, but they get to about, I'd say, a ½ inch, and then for some reason they start to die off. You'd think that normally the hardest part of raising baby fish is raising them when they're at their smallest size, but for some reason with these I'll be able to get basically an 100% survival rate until, like I said, about 3/8 to a ½ an inch, and then for whatever reason they'll start dying off 1 or 2 at a time each day until none are left. So I kind of dialed back with them, and then the Plecostomus kind of did it for themselves. I'll show you over here. Pardon my brother playing Fortnite all day. Now, this is the huge male, and here's one female. She's eating an algae pellet, and there's one catfish that's still left in here. The huge female that laid eggs today is hiding somewhere. I'm not sure where she is. Oh, here she is. She came out, sort of. But he's kind of blocking him, but you can see a few of the eggs right underneath him. He's sitting on about 150. Let's see, you see a couple, these little yellow circles in here are all little eggs, and they lay a ton of them. I'm pretty much out of service on my phone. I'm gonna run out of storage, but in here I do have the ram eggs. So I was right in Spanish class. They did lay eggs, and you can see them right here. They're on those leaves. They're hatching into wigglers right now, and I'll shoot another video later showing you the babies.